Hi guys, time translate. And I must say, do like and subscribe. I be forgetting to say that. I be thinking you guys already know, but everybody need a refresher, a reminder, so you don't miss out. So I know we be having things to do. Also, I do the overall energy, so everybody is welcomed. I keep saying, what else? I'm gonna start off with tarot, then I'm gonna do the magic deck, and then I'm gonna do the traveling deck. And I have our guest out today, as always, but I felt the need to display. And I feel like it's going with the traveling deck, which goes with all of it, but you know, traveling is gonna be a big aspect, I believe. And it's kind of funny because what made me do this whole translation today is I'm excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow is our wonderful holy day, and plus we go back to day saving time, so I'm excited by that. Just the energy in general to see where it's going to be at. I'm excited by our holy day. Every day is a holy day, right? But we just get acknowledged on Sunday, which is kind of funny a little bit because it's our rest day on top of that. Y'all acknowledge us when we rest. How intriguing. The number cards want to come out. Get back in there, guys. Okay, what we got going on? Oh, Jesus, I see something already that's intriguing. I'm going to move these to the side really quick. Working on something. Working on something. You're working on something, but you figured it out already. Or you completed it already. That's the intriguing part. You're working on something with other people, but it's like you finished it already. That's the intriguing part. I don't think nobody else noticed you finished it. Then the Fool card came out. That's what I seen. I said, oh boy, intriguingness already. You may be coming off as a fool because in the project of working with others, you already finished it. Or you figured it out. Nobody else noticed that you figured it out. And the Knight of Wands. Yes, but you working on. It's coming towards you. That's intriguing. Very intriguing. I need some more cards really quick. That's going with this energy right here. Whatever you're working on is definitely with the divine realm. And you figured it out already. As you're doing it with other people. And nobody realized that you figured it out already. Or finished it. You see it? That's other people. They all working. And you just like, victory already. And it's going with the Knight of Wands that's coming towards you. That's what you're working on. Which is, the Knight of Wands is energy in the dark to me. Of manifesting something. It's coming toward you. This is a dry background too. Is there any water in this? The Fool card got tons of water. That's intriguing. So you're definitely working with the divine realm right now. Nobody else realize it. Get some more out of there. That's intriguing because I said it was going with the traveling deck. I feel like this energy going with the traveling deck. Whatever's coming towards you from the divine realm is going to have you coming off like a fool. But it's intriguing too, because I spoke about tomorrow being a day saving time. The sun is right behind the Fool. Like, it's a standing out aspect. And it got all the water in the dry aspect. Like, both of these cards, whatever you're working on is standing out and headed to you, that is your work from the divine realm. There's no water in either one of these backgrounds. It's a dry situation, but where you come off as a Fool, you got all the water. And you got the sun. Which is so excelente. Very excelente. What else did we get them? We got Judgment. Ooh, a Foundation is coming. You got the Knight of Swords too coming. Justice. Intriguing. You got the Knight of Wands and you got the Knight of Swords. This is two energies coming in the dark. When I say in the dark, I mean the eternal side. It's the eternal aspect. It's something that you don't see coming towards you. Like, it get confusing when I speak like this. It's like, people think just because you see it, like it's daytime, use that as an example right now, just because. You think you seeing something, but you miss so many things during the daytime. But when it's nighttime, it's more common. You receive more. I also always speak about moon pride and sun pride. And sun pride right now, you still can miss some things. But moon pride, when it's more calmer, you receive more. Because your self-conscious is more calm to receive. You're not seeing this coming towards you. It's not one of those like, I see you walking toward me, or you gave me a phone call. It's not that aspect. Or it could be, metaphorically, honestly. That it could be. Everybody's signs is different, but I don't believe it's one of those aspects where you'll see it coming. Because it's coming from the eternal aspect. Like an angel, you know. Which is going with judgment. Then the Fool card is a foundation. You have a foundation. What is this foundation? When I say a foundation, it's like a chance to build. A family is coming up, or like some type of career aspect. That's a foundation for something. But you're coming off as a fool in your foundation, but it's not a bad aspect. It's just people don't expect nothing to be on the other side. For some reason, they do and they don't at the same time. And what you're working on is standing out. You got the justice aspect to it. There's justice headed to you. It's the Knight of Swords / Knight of Wands. I feel like this is the same energy. It could be two different people, but it's the same aspect. Honestly. And some cards fell. I think just one fell. Oh, the Star card. Your foundation is bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, I think that's everything. That's so awesome, Lente. And you bring, and that's the water base too. This is the foundation. It's awesome, Lentes. This is all water base. From the Fool to the Star, it's bringing a balance in both aspects. That's so awesome, Lente. Oh, pardon me. And it got the 1 and 7 on it. Just giving me the hair ram. The 1 is the hair ram, and then the 7 is obvious. And then they got the star on there. It's bright. This is all bright energy, which I was speaking about for tomorrow. This is very good energy. And then that's your cup, your foundation. It's a water base too. Well, I feel what I'm saying is water base. How can I explain that? I don't know. I want to say like nurturing. It's like things grow in water. You know, dry things usually die out. You need some type of a moisture. And when you got so much dryness around you, you're going to need some moisture. And this is that. Your foundation is that. To do on like both sides. But it's so intriguing. And with me just saying that, it'd be... Then with me just saying that and looking at the way I got the cards set up, this could be two different energies, honestly, that you're dealing with. With the Knight of Wands and then dealing with justice, whatever you're working on. Then on the other side is what you're working on and is dealing with justice. It's so intriguing. Only where I say it could be two different energies because it's two different nights. You see? They headed to each other. Oh, I can't really see my... Gotta zoom in a little bit. No, they back to back. But I personally feel like this is the same energy, but it could be two different energies. Just with me saying that, like, you balancing both sides. But let's move over to the magic deck. See what the magic deck got for us. This is really good energy, honestly. You're working on something. You finished it. I heard you say you finished it. It's like it's still, people still working on it, but you figured it out. Nobody else realized you figured it out. And it's going with the Knight of Wands headed to you. It's a person from the other side headed towards you. Which has definitely got you standing out like the star. And it's your foundation. But you're going to be the fool, or come off like the fool in your foundation, because you're working with the eternal realm. You're working with something people don't even think is there. The majority of them, I'm going to say, you know. We have lots of things called religions and things where we supposed to believe in something back there, but even those ones sometimes forget there's something on the other side. That's what's making you come off as the fool. But it's part of judgment. And it's going with justice too. Complement to the Knight of Swords. So I say the swords because the swords remind me of justice. And sometimes justice is not the funnest aspect. It's a sword. Sword normally can cause pain to you, but that's part of the full aspect. You see the bigger picture in it. I was looking at these horses. These horses got my attention because justice is coming to you very fast. It's like a urgent. You can see that horse face. Then the Knight of Wands, whatever you're working on that you figured out. This horse, I don't know how to really explain it. This seem like calm. It don't seem like it's panicking or nothing. It's like it's just galloping away like. So you couldn't really explain it. Even the person's face on this image, justice, it look all serious, like, let's get there. This one is just more calm. That's probably because you already figured it out. People don't even realize you figured it out. So you can just cruise control, it seemed like. That's the intriguing part. Very intriguing. Super intriguing. I think I've become addicted to oatmeal. I got this oatmeal milk right now, and it is just so good. I've been drinking a lot of milk lately, different types of milks, but this one specifically is an oatmeal milk, which I think is quite fancy. I've been enjoying milk lately. And oatmeal. That's why I decided to mention it, because I've been enjoying oatmeal a lot. Then I found oatmeal milk, and I'm like, oh, come on, you guys. This is awesome. But let's see what this magic deck got really quick for us. I said, come on, you guys. I kind of want to do this traveler deck. Keep looking at it. I'm going to stick to the order I just said it in. Definitely with me actually grabbing it. Usually sometimes I say I'm going to do something, but I wind up doing it a different way. I actually grabbed the magic deck. So let's stick to the script. I had some flipped up too. Here with a sword too. Jesus. That's not a good one. That is pain. That's pain. I don't need another card for that. That's pain. And these are not a lot. These are a lot of knights out. The tarot gave knights, and so did the magic deck. That's two knights back to back. In both aspects. Look. I have to show it before I even get to explaining it. It's so intriguing. See? That'll be the Knight of Swords, and this would be the Knight of Wands. You see how it's more calm? And this one, this is pain. It even got blood on the sword. I keep feeling like somebody think they got away with something. This is like somebody hurt somebody, but justice is coming to fix it. That's why it's so urgent in this image. Yeah, somebody definitely hurt somebody. For sure. I'm thinking of pulling the card for that one. Or maybe it's in this aspect over here. Yeah, somebody definitely think they got away with something. 1,000% sure. Now look at them people laid out in that image, and they just sit in the middle with a little smirk on their face. This might think they got away with something. They hurt somebody. Just going with this first image. You see that sword with all that blood on it, and the people laid out, and they just sit there like, yep. Somebody think they got away with something. Somebody hurt somebody. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, magic deck. On an adventure. Are you gonna be going on an adventure? This is pain. Oh, this image came out before, and it's that same freaking energy. This is definitely somebody done something. This is, it makes sense why these nights are like in the dark. The nights to me always symbolized in the dark. This is somebody thinking they got away with something, but they don't realize there's always light available. This is one of those, what happens in the dark will come to light. It's one of these aspects. Because these are both like pain images, but this image, it's like, how can I explain that? I want to say they're trying to fix it, or they're just trying to proceed in whatever they're doing, but it's being taken apart. It's like they're not going to be able to move forward. This is what this image is. Well, this image came out before, and it was the same energy. That's what I was getting at. Something falling apart, but somebody trying to put it back together. But the eternal realm is just taking it right back apart. Like, no. That's so intriguing to me. That energy is intriguing. I want the card from the tarot deck for this one. This Vampire Knight. Got a whole little stack there. Cups are lining up. Something's being offered. The Knight of the King of Wands. Aha, ha, excelente. Intriguing. Whatever you're working on and standing out. It's your it's your foundation. The cups came out. All your cups are lining up. But it's being offered to you, and it's looking like you don't want it because you already have or been in that type of experience already. It seemed like there's a 4 on it too. It got a crossway on it. The universe is giving you an opportunity at a crossway. This is like an intersection. You at the intersection, and you like, do I go straight? Do I go left? Do I go right? Am I supposed to do a U-turn? Can I even do a U-turn over here? And the universe is like, here you go. You're like, no. The universe is saying go straight. You know, don't even make no turns. Just continue to go straight. And you're like, no, I went straight before and I got lost. It's like, did you not learn a lesson in that as into that just wasn't for you? You know, if you don't succeed, try again. Do better this time. Maybe you just were distracted. You had somebody else's foundation. You were in the wrong vehicle. I don't know. I didn't really explain it. But it's just, you meant to go straight again. That's the only way to explain it. So this is definitely it. That card already came out, so that's your foundation. But you're being the fool, probably because the universe is giving it to you and you just like, no. But what is this freaking Vampire Knight? Oh, the King of Wands. You're causing pain to your freaking foundation. Ay, ay, ay. Boy, oh boy, how intriguing. I did a translation like this before too. I think I'm going to go back and watch it. I wish I could think of the name of it right now, but it was in the two aspects of having two acorns. And one was cracked, and the other one looked at normal, like what you think a normal one would look like. It feel like the same energy, as so you might be dealing with two people, but you're not paying attention to one of them. Maybe because you don't think it's your foundation, because you already have a foundation, but you're causing pain to your foundation because it's yours. The universe gave it to you. I can't really figure out what the name of that one was at the moment. But yeah, it's the King of Wands. Same as the Knight of Wands. The one that's in the dark is the one that's in the light too. Oh, man. That sucks. It don't suck, it's just a slow down, delay. Because everything is lining up. Like all the cups lined up so beautifully. But it's like at the crossway, at the intersection, you just decided to sit at the light instead of going straight. Which caused heavy traffic, a delay. Because cars is going to stack up behind you. Some might be a little wide to go around, but majority of them is going to sit there too. I've been speaking of cause and effect a lot lately because it's always a true statement, but it's been so at hand lately. And just in this aspect, it's that. Which leads to what I speak of a lot, heavy traffic. What is heavy traffic? Delays. Because somebody's not listening to universal rules, laws. Seriously. This one, what is this? Wiping away tears. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You need to go get your foundation, sir. I should think I want to read what the whole thing says. Every car has a windshield wiper. When it rains, the windshield wipers move back and forth to wipe away the water that covers the window. They help us feel safer when passing through a big storm. Just like windshield wipers, Jesus wipes away our tears when we are sad. When we lose a good friend or when someone close to us is sick, He helps us feel safe. When we are afraid, see how the windshield wipers dry the window and let us see the road ahead. You're supposed to be going straight. Why are you trying to do a U-turn or hit a sharp left or a sharp right? I don't know why I just made that accent. That is so intriguing. Pardon me sometime. Where was I just at? See how the windshield wipers dry the window and let us see the road ahead. Each time you hear the swish off wipers, and watch the rain disappear. Remember how Jesus dries your tears too. What do windshield wipers sound like? I think that sounds like a turn signal a little bit. I think that's the sound effect. But that's the confirmation as to the crossway that you're at, which is right here. You at that intersection. And the universe is like, go straight, but you like, I've been straight already. I got lost. That person, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel the energy. So you feel you've done that already. And it's just like you probably were in the wrong foundation. You were in the wrong vehicle. And when I say vehicle, wrong person, you know. This is definitely a relationship. This is making me think about how I hear people say that people like zodiacs. They actually your zodiac. They be like, "What are you?" You tell them, and they like, "Oh." And it's just like, it's a stereotype as to they think you all are like that, but it's like, it's a breadcrumb of something that How can I explain that? I gotta think of how to explain it, because that's some real true stuff. I've been hearing it a lot lately. Even with myself, I use myself as an example. Somebody asked me what my zodiac was, and I was like, I'm a Taurus. And they was like, it's just like, what? But they have a stereotype because they dealt with other people who were Tauruses. But it's like, it's something you can learn from each of us. But it's like, everybody growing up situation was different, which gives you a different perspective in that element, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But that's why I say it's a breadcrumb. That's why you're supposed to learn something, but when you're going straight, you should be able to do better because you learned a part of that breadcrumb from the last experience. And there's a tip I can give is just like, you're supposed to learn something from every relationship to do better in the next one. That's what I'm mainly getting at. I hope that makes more sense. But it's that same aspect, honestly. And my mouth is a little intriguingly wet, so you gotta pardon me. I'm stuffy and my mouth is wet. I feel like I'm talking, I'm gonna start blowing bubbles. That's what's happened when I was reading that doggone car. I felt my mouth getting so wet. Like, oh Jesus, man, don't have me start drilling on myself. Who's following you? Your spouse? Whether it's energetically, it gotta be energetically. This is a relationship for sure. It could be a loved one, because this is the eternal realm. The eternal realm is guiding you. It seems like they're following you, but they're with you. I'm going to use this quote, because I feel like this is handy too, and I'm feeling this energy. And it says, but thanks be to God who gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. It's that energy as into, I will walk with you. I'm already there, but I will walk with you. It's coming off like they're following you, but they're with you. Because it's the eternal side. But this energy is giving me a relationship. Like, as I'm getting further into it, it's giving me a relationship. But y'all may not be face to face. This is energetically. That's why you got the Knight of Wands. You got the Knight of Wands, which is just... Then you got the King of Wands. You got night energy and the day energy. And that's in one person. Then you got the Knight of Swords. And that's dealing with justice. But this, y'all might just be communicating energetically. Because like whatever you're working on, which is going with your spouse, and it's energetically, you figured it out. Like, y'all have a good connection. That's why you have a whole foundation. But nobody else figured out that aspect. That's the intriguing part. I don't know if they haven't figured out that y'all are communicating energetically or that y'all can. There's other people who's working on that aspect too. But you figured it out. What did that mean? I don't know, but I'm going to grab a little bit more from this Traveler deck. It's intriguing because I said the Traveler deck is going to be going with our wonderful guest today. Say hi. I love my skull with bunch, I really do. I just do really good with Eternal Realm. I have a hard time functioning in this physical realm. I really do. I think I'm about to make another video because I feel like I'm going to talk about something. But, I have to save it for another video. I'm just going to say, I'll speak on it a little bit. As into how I keep wanting to say I want to make friends, but somehow, I don't know. I think I might get this from God, honestly. Like, just whole understanding how we think of God anyway, as to how we just work with Him energetically. We don't physically have to communicate with Him, you know. Energetically, I'm oscillante, but physically, it's just like, you would swear I was on my own island and nobody else was there, or I was a blind person. But it's not like I intentionally do it, like, oh, I don't want to be around these people. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. Then the aspect I'm thinking of is in the work aspect, so I even look at that different. Like, I came here to work. I didn't even come here to make freaking friends, you know. So it just become intriguing to me, but that's why I think I'm gonna save it for another video. Cause it's like I can get so in deep in it, but what I'm thinking about right now, it's like it's a little of a contradictory. It comes off like, but it's really not. Cause like, trust me, I'm communicating with you, whether you know it or not. That's why I know I'm not to even waste my doggone time on physically talking to you. Roadmap to heaven. The best way to explain it is for other people who just be like, oh, I can relate to that, who say they're not a spiritual person or something, but you walk into a room, you know, everybody know this one, they felt it, whether they want to admit it or not. You just know it's tense in the room. You know if somebody just was talking about you or something. It's that aspect, like, oh, I already know you don't like me, okay? But let them say it. It's just like, no, you just made that up. Energy never lies, yo. I don't care if I don't understand the language you're speaking or not. Energy never lies. Roadmap to heaven. Which goes with the eternal realm also. And the connection that you have with somebody. What is your foundation? But somebody definitely hurt somebody, for sure, in this aspect. What else stood out? And somebody trying to put something together and the universe is taking it back apart. But your foundation is good. It's just somebody is hurting their foundation because they're not accepting that it's their foundation. This remind me also a little bit how people have like I normally hear females have this aspect. Never really heard guys speak too much of it, honestly. How they have like a list of what they expect their spouse to be like. Like, he gotta be like 6'9", rips packed or something, just super muscular. I feel like I'm doing my own checklist right now. Pardon me, but seriously. That's just a stereotype, but I wouldn't definitely mind it, you know, because I am into fitness, but I have dated all types of guys, so trust me, I've had short ones, I have ones that just, like, you can tell they're never ever going to be into fitness, but, I'm just saying, I'm giving an example, but when I was giving that example, it was like, hold on, you sure this ain't your checklist? I give myself checklists. But seriously, it's like, your spouse may not be none of those things. That's why you're not wanting this foundation, but it's yours. And you caught to hit the traffic because of that. You're hurting the situation. When it's justice aspect, because the universe is giving it to you. This sword is covered in blood. That's justice. Causing pain in your foundation. So remember, be kind. You are a reflection, okay?